June 2nd, 2026. Interview with fourth VRC within a year. And this VRC name is Miss Vicknair for 9 o'clock. Fourth, 4 VRC within a year. Okay, let's see if we can log on. Sometimes we go through some log on phases to where you can't really log on. So let me click on and see if I can go through these steps, these very important steps. Okay. Okay, it says hang tight. We're opening Microsoft Teams. Okay. It is 4 minutes till 9 o'clock. It's taking a long time. Okay, let me log out and log back in, because this is not normal. Okay. Let's close that out. Let's go through my calendar. See if we have better success that way. I think I had better success last time going through calendar. So let's click on the link. Join. Okay. Still saying hang tight. Okay. Well, that's not. Do I have a phone number just in case I need to call? Yeah, I got a phone number just in case I need to call her. She can always call me on my cell phone. Hang tight. I don't. See, I'm not used to this. I'm used to spraying because some of the black flies in here. So, I'm used to that little bit black flies. Since 2024, December, actually. Shit. Okay. That's not normal. Okay. I'm logging out. I'm logging back in again. We'll see what happens. Let's Okay, I sent an email back to her letting her know that I got her forms she want me to look at. I looked at them. Okay. Let me log in again. Try. 1 minute till I should be able to log in right now. Okay, here's the join link. Okay. Okay, about time. Thank you.
Good morning.
Okay, how you pronounce your last name?
Vignair.
Okay, Miss Vignair. Okay, good morning.
Yes, sir. Will you be recording as you indicated?
Well, that's been the common trend. I'm not the one that's gonna stop that.
So you're recording me. That's fine. I just wanted to know. That's all.
Okay, I mean it's however you want to think of it.
Okay. It is in the regulations that it's prohibited if you need to do it because of your disabilities. It is allowable. But I was just asking because you sent that message. That was all.
Well, I sent that message because I kept getting those messages about what you just said. It was prohibited, but I was like, I don't know according to my disability. So I agree with you on that.
Sure. So, I am Kathleen Vignair, and your case was assigned to me. As you know, Stephen's been copied on everything. He will be leaving in August. I believe that he told you that. So I am technically assigned, but he has been assisting in your case. So what we are doing is developing a plan of extended evaluation, which was sent to you. And I want to review those documents, and you'll need to sign them and send them back to me.
I have a couple of questions before we get to that.
Sure.
So, can you see how long I've been in this program? Can you tell me that?
Your case, you were found entitled on May 1st.
May 1st of what year?
26.
Okay. May 1st, I was entitled May 1st of 2026.
Yes, sir.
Entitled.
With this application.
Well, no, that's not what I asked. I asked, how long have I been in the program, VR&E? Do you see that?
So that question is a little complicated. I can tell you what I see. What I see is you came in 2019. Your case was discontinued in 2020.
Let's stop right
you
there.
Applied in 25.
Let's stop right there with 2019. That was never really open. So what I'm saying now, the most recent time to where I have an acceptance letter of the program, do you see that date?
So can I just start by saying that anything that's happened prior to me receiving your case, I am not at liberty to discuss.
No, that's not what I'm asking
you. About any previous.
No, that's not what I'm asking you. I'm just asking you, when have I been accepted into this program? What date was that?
May 1st, 2026.
That's not correct.
Is your current active application.
That's not correct. I've been a part of this.
If you disagree with that date, then you can get with Stephen about that. But
okay.
There's nothing I can do about the date of acceptance.
Okay. Well, what I have in front of me is the date of my entitlement to this program, VR&E. It is effective with August of 2025. And I say that to say, you're talking about now to go into an evaluation period, but I've been in the program since August of 2025, and it hasn't moved not 1 inch from that date of entitlement. And you are my 4th VRC within this year of my entitlement. Just want to put that on the record, because that's all true.
Sure. It's all, you can see it. Anyone can look and see who.
Okay. So when you say date of application, that's not that your date of application. You are correct when you say that. That's the date of this application. This is another application, which I'm so confused as to what application this is, because I don't know what track I'm in. I don't know anything. I know the last thing that I was being evaluated for was independent living, and now you're talking about an IEEP, which I cannot tell you what to do. But what I can ask is, like, before we go any further, what exactly do you need to evaluate? Because I've been in the program since August of 2025.
So we're evaluating, as the plan says, your ability to pursue employment. You were actually found not feasible at one point, if you want to reference prior things. And I am reevaluating that to see if it is feasible for you to pursue employment. If you're not interested in doing that plan, I'm fine with that. We can propose closure, and then you could appeal that decision, obviously.
Well, I don't want to close out anything because I dealing with the fourth VRC, which I'm quite sure that you're probably just as seasoned as the previous ones. I don't want to turn it into a closure of the program. I'm not gonna fall for that, but I'm just want to know what is that you need because I've been in the program over a year. You have access to all my VA medical records. My therapist, you can see her records on there. In reference to
She indicated last time that you couldn't work. So if you want me to reference all that stuff, I could make the same decision and say it's not feasible if
right,
you want that decision.
she was
But
saying,
I was trying to give you benefit of the doubt to give you a period of extended evaluation, which you've never been offered previously. The
okay,
period of extended evaluation would allow us to reimburse the fees that you paid for your SF50. I cannot reimburse those fees without a plan of services. So if you're not interested, that's fine. I only have, as you know, as I'm sure you've seen, 30 minutes. So I need to review the plan with you. Or if you're not interested, that's fine.
well, we can treat this as pretty much like an introduction. That's a lot to be giving me the first time I meet you. But when I go back to when you were talking about 2019, you know that I was denied benefits in 2019. So when we talk about things that gone to the past, we have to realize that that open application that is still open, we have to reference that 2019 because that 2019 that you referred to that I agreed to that I just found out that recently it wasn't even closed out properly because I have my appeal rights effective with October of 2025. There is no way that I should have with your agency letterhead on, so it's an official letter, that I have appeal rights on the application from 2019 unless something was wrong. What was wrong was I was in need of a reasonable accommodation, which your program is reasonably there for, which I was denied that benefit.
Sure. So again, I can't discuss previous applications. If you have issues with those, you will have to take that up with someone higher than me. My job is to get you into extended evaluation. If you're interested, we can develop that plan. If not, that's fine. We can propose closure.
So I'm no longer in independent living, no longer in that. When did that end?
You were never in independent living. You've only been in applicant evaluation and planning, which is the planning period, and discontinued.
Oh no,
Miss. The only statuses.
Miss Vicknair, I have a letter that says I'm in the independent living track. That was from Miss.
Your case was discontinued on 4/22/26. Once it moves into discontinued status, anything that you were being offered previously is no longer active.
The only reason why you're in front of me today, and I didn't file an appeal, is because it was erroneously closed out. So I'm still in independent living. That's the reason why
you were never in independent living. Well, I'm looking at your record.
Well, what is the form that I have from Mr. Sackett that says that I am? What I do with this? Just disregard it?
Read to me what it says.
But wait, I just had a power outage. Wow. I just had a power outage. Let me see if I can call it back. Oh, wow. I had a power outage. Well, I gotta wait for everything to boot back up. Oh, yeah. I gotta restart my tablet. But I had a power outage during that time that she asked me to read the form that I have. I gotta go find it. Power outage during that time. That's something. That's the time that she said, well, I need you to go read. But she should have it. should have had it. But now I gotta wait for everything to boot back up. My generator came on. Maybe everything is, let me see, if everything is booting back up. I am going to see if I have that particular letter in front of me, which I didn't bring it for this meeting because she has everything in front of her, so she knows what I'm talking about. I'm gonna call her back. Now, we lost power. My phone's supposed to be ringing. My cell phone. And my cell phone is not ringing. That's one of her duties. We get disconnected, she's supposed to call me. Well, I'm gonna put the phone right here so y'all can see if she's gonna call, because I got to wait for everything. Look at that. Hello? Yeah. Yeah, we had a power outage. We normally have those. It's kind of weird how we get them, but yeah, that was another power outage. So, I guess we have to continue over the phones. I have to boot everything back up, and yeah, we have power outage over here. No, I stopped looking for the letter when the power outage came. I was trying to get everything else together, but I was thinking while the power was out is that it should be in your system. Yeah. Okay. Well, Val ought to be there.
Regarding that you considered for you would have gotten a letter called BR64 positive decision if you were actually in independent living. That is not what you received. You just received a letter indicating that you would be evaluated for independent living services.
Can I stop you right there? I know you're talking about. I was in the process of being evaluated for independent services by Mr. Sackett, but then I had to change to Mr. Lewis because Mr. Sackett was calling a very bad lie that I have proof of. So that's the only reason why the evaluation stopped, because it had started. That means it had started last year. Then I got Mr. Lewis. He was going to pick up where Mr. Sackett left off at. And then I caught him in a lie. So then it didn't get done. So I was already in the evaluation period because I was talking with my primary care doctor to prepare for him to get those forms. Now, what my primary care doctor did, and you should see that in the record too, he gave me a directive. He printed out a directive that he operates under because he is not in a position that he wants to help veterans. So the directive states that he's not going to sign or fill out certain information. So, of course, I got in contact with the VA hotline because that was something to be deceitful with. And now I go to primary care in the community, which gives me better service, which is more than likely a better doctor. So I've been in the evaluation period. It just got stopped because of the two VRCs were caught lying to me.
Sure, and I apologize for any issues that you have had. Again, I was not involved and cannot speak to that today. I am offering you a plan of extended evaluation.
How long is the plan going to be for?
I have about 15 minutes remaining to review that information if you are interested.
How long is the plan going to be for?
I did send you the plan. The plan does have dates. It starts in June and ends in September. Now, the plan can be extended or it could be cut short. But we are anticipating about 3 months to determine if it's feasible for you to pursue a vocational goal.
Well, I'm not going to say that I don't want, or I'm against something because I don't want you to close me out because you're going to close me out the VRE system. But I'm going to have to maybe talk to a VSO because I'm having problems understanding why are we doing this. Instead of the reemployment track that should have been offered to me in 2019 to help with my reasonable accommodations that I got denied twice by my supervisor, which I had to end up filing a complaint which I had to end up filing a federal complaint against, because it was for discriminatory reasons. So I don't understand this part again. It's been a long time of being evaluated for something. So I'm not going to say no, because I don't want you to put me out the program. But I will be following up with a VSO about this, because this seems to be a little more of delaying the process.
Okay. Yeah, and that you can, for sure, I understand what you think, and it's noted. I'm just going to run through the paperwork with you real quick, and then you can run it by whomever you want. You will get a letter giving you 30 days to sign and return it. If we do not get the documents within 30 days, the case will be discontinued.
Okay, now clear this up for me. When you say the case would be discontinued, do that mean that I would no longer be in the VRE program when you close out? Is that what that means?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you for clarifying.
These are the services that are being offered for you.
Have I ever been closed out the program before? Do you see that? Have I ever been closed out the program before?
Yes, sir.
I have been closed out?
April 22nd and 26th.
That was by Mr. Charles Lewis that didn't show up for his scheduled appointment? Yeah.
Again, I can't address anything that happened between you. I am only a counselor. I am not a supervisor.
Right, but counselors can
offer you what I can offer you.
Right, but what I'm saying is it was erroneous. It was erroneously done. You don't have any consideration with that. You as my counselor. Since you know that you are my fourth counselor, you don't have any consideration with that. You're my fourth.
And that is why I am offering you a plan of extended evaluation.
Right. I've been in the program since August, and you extended me for some more evaluation time. That means that'll take me up to a year, and I haven't moved not 1 inch.
Fortunately, this is all that I have to offer you, Mr.
I understand.
You have rights on everything that is given to you. If you disagreed with the previous closure,
I do have one question though. I do have one important question. This will be the last question, then I can let you speak. I just want to know the answer to this question. Do I have the right to appeal the erroneously closed application of 2020?
I don't know what the statutory, I think the statutory is only a year, the limit. I'm not 100 on that. You'd have to talk to a VSO about that.
Okay, well, this is not a question. This is not a question, but I just put in the information. But I have appeal rights for the application, but it's dated October 2025. Kind of weird.
I wish that I could speak about things that happened in the past. I don't know anything about it. I wasn't involved in it. I can tell you that you were closed on April 22nd, 26th. You can definitely appeal that. That is well within the year. You can send in a higher level review and say what your issue is, and then they will give you a decision. But the case is actively open.
If I was closed out in April, I didn't resubmit another application. I didn't submit an appeal. How did I get in front of you?
I have no idea, Mr. Green.
Now, that's not a good answer. You don't have any idea. You can't look on the...
I was assigned to your case, and my supervisor said, this is your case, and I said, yes, sir. And I took on the case, and I scheduled you accordingly.
I just want to know if I didn't appeal, I didn't resubmit an application. It's just odd. You did say that I was put out the program, April. I remember that. I got that letter from Mr. Lewis. But I never resubmitted anything. I never did an appeal. So I'm just curious how you appeared before me now, because I haven't submitted an appeal. You say I do have appeal rights, but I haven't did anything. I haven't submitted a new application. So how did I get back in the program? How?
I don't know, Mr. Green. I don't know.
So you might not be authentic then. How are you interviewing me and I haven't gotten a letter saying I'm back to the program? I haven't, and I've been communicating with you. I haven't gotten a letter or anything supporting that I'm back in the program. Can you send me something that states that you are and I'm back accepted into the program? So I never did submit another application, and I never did file an appeal. I never filed an appeal.
On May 12th, you were sent an email from my VA email address. Your case has been assigned to me, Kathleen Vignair, per your conversation with Stephen Wilson. You are requesting assistance in returning to your former employer, SSA. Please see the attached form.
Right. So do I need to fill out an application so we can go ahead and submit this relationship we're gonna have to be on file that I submit another application because I got removed from the program. I agree with you on that. But I never submitted anything. So who's been submitting things for me without my permission? I haven't submitted anything.
I'm not aware how your case got to how it got.
Well, how are you going to give me a time frame for something I'm not aware of that I'm even involved in? You're giving me 30 days. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm sending somebody some information in 30 days, but I don't have nothing saying that I'm in the program. I do have something saying.
So on May 2nd, looks like you were sent an email. You sent in a hotline requirement, so hotline inquiry. So that is how your case was reopened.
Right, that's to investigate what took place. But I never did resubmit an application. I never did do anything on my appeal rights. How did this come about with you and even Stephen? I understand what you're saying. It was the VA, got involved, hotline, because of what Mr. Charles did. He closed me out the day we had an interview. He never showed up. That's why the VA got involved. So I do have a letter saying I am out, effective April 2026. And I'm only asking you, do I need to resubmit? I'm not going to ask you, do I need to? I don't have an official resubmit. I don't have another acceptance letter. Can I get that again? Oh, that'd be great. If I could just get the acceptance letter from you stating I'm back in the program, then I can feel at ease because I'm over here confused and I suffer from PTSD and anxiety. But I'm being confused because I do have a letter that says that you are effectively out. And that's why I called the VA hotline, because I couldn't understand how I was put out the day that I showed up for his appointment that he didn't show up to. That's why the VA was called, the hotline was called. But I do have the letter saying I'm out the program. I said, okay. Now you tell them I got appeal rights on that, and I understand that. But I haven't appealed anything or resubmit anything. So I just need some confirmation from a letter saying, a welcome letter saying that I'm back in the program effective this date. Then we can get to the rest of it, but I'm confused. I just can't come to you and you say, you're being reevaluated. That scares me. I don't even know why I'm being reevaluated. That's what I'm saying. So if I can get something indicating that a new welcome letter.
Sure. So listen what I'm going to do. Again, I only have until 9:30. I will get with Stephen because Stephen is the one that was involved in that. That was not, again, anything to do with me. I was assigned to your case by my supervisor. I said yes, sir, and I scheduled you accordingly. I am following the directions of my supervisor of what to offer. So if there's any question about why your case was reopened, I will get with Stephen to provide that documentation. And then, interim, for our purposes, I will be sending you a VR-47 offering you 30 days to accept the plan of services that I am offering you. And if you do not return it, the case will be closed.
Well, let me ask you this before you do that. Shouldn't it be fair to get the welcome letter that I'm asking about, then the clock starts? It can't start against me, and I don't have any concrete evidence that I'm resubmitting to the program. That's just not fair. We starting to count days, and I'm in a state of confusion. That's not fair.
Well, I will provide you documentation, so you can give it to whomever you want. But
I'm not talking about the documentation. I have that. I just wanted to clear up the time frame because as of right now, today, which your clock is going to start 30 days, it's going to start 30 days, and I'm telling you, I don't have anything to where I've been resubmitting to the program. And you're saying you're going to give it to your supervisor because you understand that, and I'm saying the clock should start once I get evidence that I've been resubmitted into the program.
Well, you could file a higher level review that you disagreed with when I started the clock. That's fine.
But no, I don't need to file. No. But here, I'm getting more and more confused. I'm out of the program effective April. I know, I have the letter. But now you're telling me I can file higher reviews. I'm out of the program. Well, what is that going to... I'm out of the program.
Your accept what is being offered. And you can file a higher level review if you disagree with that time frame.
Well, I just think that...
You have a right for everything.
Right, and I think I have the right for the time clock to start once I'm re-entered to the program. It shouldn't start and I'm not in the program.
I understand what you're saying. However, this is the procedure for VRNE.
Okay, well, that policy needs to be scrapped.
You can definitely get with your counsel person about that.
That would be you, right?
No. Your representative, state representative.
I don't have a state representative.
The state of Louisiana, if your congressman, if you disagree with VRNE procedures, your congressman goes to Congress and goes to bat for you. I cannot change laws and regulations of VRNE.
Oh, I don't disagree. I don't disagree with the policy. I just don't believe that that is a policy to start the calendar days ahead of someone being accepted to a program. That just don't sound right.
Sure, you can get with Stephen if you would like to.
Well, I'm going
to follow up with an email as I have.
Yeah, I'm going to wait on you to get with Stephen like you said you were, and I'm going to see.
I will send you an email for our conversation offering you 30 days, and I will also ask Stephen for what you're asking for, and then he can get back with you on that.
Okay.
That will be in both those things will be in my email.
Okay.
So I am proposing closure, and I am also asking Stephen to provide, you are asking for a, quote, your words, welcome letter.
Okay.
Is that what you're asking for?
Well, let me be clear so you know exactly what I'm asking for, so you can ask Stephen.
Sure.
In my file, you show it I have in my possession. I was removed from the VRNE program effective April of 2026. That's a fact. Now, in order for me to be in this position right here where you're giving me evals and giving me days to turn in forms, I do not have another welcome letter to have an official return to this program because I have an official, I'm out of the program. So I just want to get that cleared up before I start sending someone information about myself, but I don't have anything stating I'm back in the program, so it's not official for me right now. I just wanted to get cleared up before I sent somebody some information, but I'm not in the program. I just got kicked out of it. Why would anybody be asking me for information if I'm no longer in the program? That's all I want to have clear.
Sure. So I will ask him for your words welcome letter, and you can clarify to him if he does not what you're asking for.
Yes, ma'am. Then we can be clear with that. And I know you're going to send out your closure. I know you're going to send that out because you have to send that out. That's fine. But as long as Stephen know that while this closure time clock is going, I'm also waiting on him to provide me with a new welcome letter. Because I didn't fill out an application and I didn't file in the appeal, but I was removed from service in April. So I don't know how this came about.
But you did do a hotline inquiry?
I did.
To talk with you?
I did a hotline inquiry in reference to the incident that happened. But that still doesn't remove the fact that I got put out. I want to resubmit and get a new welcome letter. That's all. With the effective date of whatever.
I'll get with him.
Okay.
Because I wasn't involved in that.
Yes, ma'am.
You did do something. Because you're saying I didn't do anything and it was just reopened. You did do something. You submitted a hotline inquiry.
Right. I understand that.
Even for 2 hours.
Right, and it was
about your case.
Right, and it was reopened. He was talking to me about it, but he never submitted me anything to say, okay, this is you're back in the program, or here's your. Like I say, I do have. I'm not talking to you. I'm just talking through you. I do have, which you can see, I have the effective date, April. I've been removed from the program. I have that. I have the email as well. I got that. I called the hotline because this guy took me out the program the same day that he missed his interview, but in his decision, he said because I didn't provide information that he didn't show up to get. That's the only problem I had with that. But I'm out the program. I never did get anything saying I was resubmitted. I just want to get that cleared up.
Sure. I do have to run. I have another veteran that's already.
Yes, ma'am. I understand. Yes, ma'am.
I will follow up with email. Please give me a few hours.
Yes, ma'am.
But you will get an email today.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.